This morning, we're taking a look at the economic impact TV shows and movies have on the tourism industry. This is a phenomenon known as set jetting. So fans book vacations in the cities or countries where their favorite shows are set. That term was actually coined back in the early 2000s after the Lord of the Rings trilogy had a lot of people taking trips to New Zealand.
I remember that. It has experienced a new boom since the debut of the hit Max series, The White Lotus. After the show's first season in 2021, the Hawaiian island of Maui saw close to a 1,000% jump in tourism. And then Sicily, Italy, saw more than a 400% jump following season 2. Well, now with only one episode of season 3 released so far, the resort in Thailand, where the show takes place, already seeing a 40% rise in reservations.
We have travel expert Mark Ellwood here with more on this trend. Mark, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you a White Lotus fan? Let's start
I love
there.
it, but I haven't seen, no spoilers.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this.
I
Okay.
haven't either,
What are you guys doing? You have to get on it. You can't
we don't
live.
have Max right now. We're trying to figure out who we can maybe borrow it from.
You can't live without White Lotus spoilers, so you better hurry up. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of the show also. I was just telling you I have just visited for drinks the Italy hotel, and it had totally like become its whole personality, right? It was like people there because this is where the White Lotus was. And now we're watching this happen in Thailand, but it means these trips are not cheap, right?
I mean, the point is, we all know that hotel prices are dynamically priced. The more demand, the more expensive they are. So if you set jet to somewhere like the San Domenico Palace in Sicily, now you're going to pay way more than you would have done 10 years ago because so many more people want to do it. Same thing is going to happen in Thailand.
Okay.
I think it's funny because the White Lotus, while it's beautiful, it's also so dark. Who's watching and be like, I want to go there.
With Emily in Paris, which has also been a huge phenomenon,
Yes.
I get why people are thinking, gosh, I want to have my Emily moment.
Yeah.
But it is kind of crazy that people are thinking, the White Lotus, where the hotels where people die, why don't we book a vacation?
They do such a good job of showcasing how gorgeous they are.
And it's a victory if you live. All right. So it's not just that one. Ted Lasso, that one I get. Succession, I don't know. I mean, that's like Boardroom you want to go to? I don't know. And then Lord of the Rings back in the day. I mean, what is it about? Like, you can pick anywhere to go on vacation. What's going on here where people see something on movies or TV and they're like, let's go there?
Well, I think a lot of them, the local authorities are glomming onto it and pushing it. New Zealand promoted New Zealand as the place The Hobbit was filmed. Visit Britain is going to launch a Ted Lasso experience and around that. Emily in Paris, the Paris tourist authorities also promoted that. So I think it is not happening spontaneously. There's a little nubbin that's spontaneous and the rest is a lot of push.
I was just in Paris. It's fun to hear Parisians talk about Emily.
What did they say?
Well, it's just like they're not thrilled about it. But I did see one advertisement in a store window for Emily in Paris. So someone clearly likes it.
I also think it's just like you're in the vibe, right? Like you're watching the show and then you're like, okay, I want to just jump into the screen because they obviously are picking these gorgeous places. We were just talking this morning about how and yesterday morning I said this, we're really ready for a vacation. Joe just came back from one, but I haven't been on one.
I'm still in my
and it's just like so cold, you know. So if people are starting to think about summer trips, got any good ideas for us?
Well, look, I always say if you want to go in the summer, you want to go to Europe, but I wouldn't go to Sicily. We're all saying, gosh, it gets a bit hot or there's a risk of heat. The safest place to go is in the north. Go to Copenhagen, go to the Nordics, because you're going to get good weather and you could Succession. That's why people are going to Norway, because Succession inspired that. There's always a TV show that you can follow somewhere.
I love Copenhagen, by the way.
Absolutely, great in the summer as well. Gorgeous.